Tell you, timing really is everything. Like the timing on this new haircut, which I hadn't had for 3 months. So really, it was perfect timing. Or how about the timing on the news that came out on Thursday night that the Jets and All-Pro safety Jamal Adams have reached an impasse in their contract negotiations. Jerry, run. Don't walk to the phone to call the Jets. I don't know if your daughter Charlotte is still holding it for you like she was during the draft, but rip it out of her hands and call the Jets. Thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for subscribing, and thanks for ringing the bell. That way you're always notified when I post a new video. Also, shout out to my sponsor, betonline.ag. Use this promo code to get your welcome bonus. Multiple outlets now in New York reporting the same thing, that contract negotiations between the Jets and Jamal Adams have broken down. Jamal Adams is adamant about getting a new contract. And if the Jets are not going to be giving what he wants, then Jamal Adams is going to be very upset. Now, a lot of times when you read reports like this that are out there, you can tell where the sourcing is coming from. Like this, for instance, from Gary Myers. You may notice a really important part of that, which says, trade very possible. It's believed that half of the league will call the Jets. So clearly this is a report that's coming from the Jets, because they are trying to tell every other team in the NFL, call us. Give us your best offer, because we'd like to be negotiating with all of you so that we can get a horde of draft picks for this very unhappy All-Pro safety that's not going to be helping us now as we continue to rebuild our organization. Now, this is where I want to return to the idea that timing is everything. Because if you watched a video that I posted just a couple of months ago, I suggested that the Cowboys called the Jets right away and offer up their pick in this past draft for Jamal Adams plus next year's second. Because remember, when the Cowboys were involved in trade talks with the Jets previously, it was apparently 2 first-round picks and a second that they wanted. But now with another year of service under his belt, there's more leverage on the side of the Cowboys or another team that wants to trade for him. So maybe a first and a second. Thank God the Cowboys didn't do that trade, because I never thought in my wildest imagination that CeeDee Lamb would be available. Timing is everything. So could the Cowboys right now be in position to offer next year's first and next year's second for Jamal Adams? Now let's say the Jets say you can have him today for 2 first-round picks. The Bears a couple of years ago traded 2 first-round picks for Khalil Mack. Now Khalil Mack is an absolute destroyer of worlds, and even though Jamal Adams is a different player, he is a tremendous difference maker on a defense. Jamal Adams impacts the game in a bunch of different ways that gives him as much value as a guy like Khalil Mack. Probably watching this thinking, how do they have any money to pay this guy on a long-term contract that he's seeking? He probably wants to be the highest paid safety in football. Over the next 3 to 4 years, projections indicate that the salary cap could double. Now, even if it doesn't double, the salary cap is going to increase dramatically with the infusion of new TV money, which will start after next season. The salary cap is an illusion, folks. It's going to continue to rise, and the Cowboys can maneuver within the cap to make it work. It's a puzzle. It's about making the puzzle pieces fit. You know, The Last Dance just finished up on ESPN, featuring the 90s Bulls and the dominant Jordan era. It's interesting, it got me thinking, the 2 most dominant teams of the 90s, the Cowboys and Bulls, haven't won anything since the 90s. The Bulls, believe it or not, have actually been back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Cowboys have been wandering the wasteland of the desert for over 2 decades without a trip to the NFC Championship game. Now, I'm not saying that the Cowboys should be desperate and make desperate moves. The Cowboys should have a sense of desperation. The time is now. If you believe that you have a window to win right now with this team, then go make the trade. Even if you have to overpay for Jamal Adams, you are talking about an all-pro, game-wrecking safety who can play at all 3 levels of your defense, who's from Dallas, who's still just 24 years old and won't turn 25 until October. This is the type of move the Cowboys, and more importantly, Cowboys fans, have been craving for a long time. It's been almost 3 decades. If not now, when? Look, there is no shortage of action going on right now at my exclusive partner, betonline.ag. NASCAR is back, and BetOnline still has hundreds of games, events, and sports to still get in on. You can bet on simulated NBA, NFL, and UFC, or even participate in a $10,000 Madden Bracket Challenge, a March Madness-style NFL simulation tournament that you can enter for free. And coming up next Sunday, BetOnline has ex-Chicago Bulls Horace Grant, Craig Hodges, Ron Harper, and Bill Cartwright. And they're all joining BetOnline to discuss Michael Jordan's documentary on what they're calling the final dance. Visit their website or use your mobile device. And join today to receive your new welcome bonus. Just make sure to use this promo code that you see below. Use this and get your welcome bonus. It's your ticket to all the action. BetOnline, your online wagering solution.